Okay, I think I am live now, and I'm not sure what is today because I don't see a lot of people are not joining. Maybe I have skipped last two stream, that's why people now are not there. But anyway, it doesn't matter. We are here to answer and ask the questions, right? So, if you have any question, please put into the chat box so that I will start answering the question. Meantime, let me put one message in the group that I am live now, so that if anyone is there who wish to join, he will join. Okay. So let's do one thing. Let me share my screen and let me show you what I was checking out. So let me open fuckset.com and there was one question. Okay. So this question is around, sorry, yeah. So this question is around basically Gofish. So initially the question was the connecting to the domain to the Gofish. Okay. So I have hard time to connecting my domain. Firstly, it will work, but after some time it will stop working. I use 0 SSL for SSL. Okay. First of all, uh, by default, hi Nikhil, hi bro. Okay, so by default, Evilginx is using the Let's Encrypt SSL. Okay, so obviously, if you use 0 SSL, there will be some changes in it. Okay, so I'm not sure what will create the issue, but when I inspected this particular setup, I found that the issue is with the SSL. Somehow, the SSL type is not matching with the Evilginx, which SSL type Evilginx want. So I recommended to delete all SSLs and either get the self signed SSL or get the Let's Encrypt SSL. So this particular user Jane, he created the Let's Encrypt SSL, and it was working fine. And after that, again in the last, you can see he's saying that it started happening again. So I'm assuming that either the SSL is expired or the domain name or host name has been changed in the Eugenics setup. Sorry. Okay. So, yeah, that's the solution. Anyway, let's move to the chat. And in the chat, I see Nikhil is there. Nikhil, hi, bro. Then there is one more guy. I cannot spell his name, but he's saying, I want to test the Facebook fishlet, but it doesn't work. Can you make high definition video? See, the problem with creating the videos on the popular social platform on phishing, it's that if I just upload the video, I will get strike on my YouTube channel. Okay, that's quite obvious. Because there are people who are like constantly checking for that particular content and they are basically looking for the opportunity to ban, right? So that's why I don't create. But I guarantee that if you take the course or if you follow at least whatever the free content is available on the YouTube on my playlist, then also you will be able to create the Facebook fishnet. Facebook is not that much complex. Facebook is quite straightforward. If you're talking about the Google, if you're talking about the Office or any other like AOL, Yahoo, then these are the tougher one. Okay, but Facebook is just like piece of cake. You can just follow my playlist. You don't have to buy the course also if you want to do Facebook. You can just check my playlist on the Evilginx, start from the beginning and check all free videos, and I'm pretty much sure that you will be able to create the Facebook wishlet. Okay, that's great. Now, if you have any question, please put into the chat box. I am here. It doesn't matter if your question is not related to the Evilginx. If your question is from the hosting, if your question is from, let's say, any other topic, then also it's okay, and I'll be able to answer that question. I'll try it basically. Okay, so about the hosting, there was one more question that one guy asked in the past. I'm not sure if that is on the website or not. Let me go to the website and let me check actually if that question is there or not. Okay, it looks like the question is not there. So question was basically when we set up the email server on the cyber panel, how much quantity we can send. See, I usually say that if you are setting the email server with single IP address, if you have good IP address reputation, if you have good name reputation, then you can send around 1000 emails per day. But you cannot just start using and sending the 1000 emails per day. You need to warm up the server. You need to send some back and forth email, and once you create that reputation for your email server, then you can use the 1000 email per day. Okay, another thing is there is a problem with the Evilginx. Sorry, not Evilginx. There is a problem with the cyber panel. So whenever we create the DKIM key, sometimes the DKIM key is generated wrong, or whatever the default DKIM key it will take. So for that, there is a solution available on cyber panel website. You just need to change the permission of one file and then click on the generate DKIM key. Okay, then only it will generate the right keys. Okay, that will be signing the message correctly. Okay, that's great. Another thing is about the email server. Usually when I create this setup, I create on the DigitalOcean. Okay, and my DigitalOcean account is quite old, so they have already allowed me for sending emails through port 25. But if you have created the new account on DigitalOcean, there is a chance that you will be not have the permission to send email from that particular DigitalOcean server. So in that case, what you can do is you can choose the service called Shinjeru. Okay, this is the service. This cloud provider doesn't block any port 25 connection. It will allow you to host email server. In addition, there is a one more called Contabo. Contabo is quite popular, so that's why it does allow, but I cannot guarantee the quality of IP address of the Contabo. Okay, but I will suggest that choose any local cloud provider which doesn't have much internet presence. So in that case, you will get good IP addresses, and yeah, you don't have to fight for spam. Okay, X Web Tech is saying I am paid member, and for the past 3 weeks I've been struggling to create Office Wishlet and you don't reply my messages. See, in the past 1 week I was on the holiday. I was on nice beach. Okay, so that's why I wasn't able to reply you first of all. I've been back since 3 days, but in those 3 days, I had lot of pending messages, that lot of pending work that I had to complete. So that's why I have completed. But if you check in the group, I have posted one message in which I am saying whatever is pending there, I will complete all of that by Monday. That means tomorrow EOD, I will complete everything. So if I'm not replying to you, definitely you will be getting the reply from me by tomorrow EOD. Okay, great. Anyway, if you have any question, please put in the box. Okay, meantime let me start with this particular email stuff. Okay, so that we discuss about the Contabo, and yes, there are a lot of server providers that are local. Okay, so if you just search for the VPS server, and if you go to the most bottom pages of the Google, you will find those providers. Okay, okay, so can you see interserver.net? Okay, this one is also there. I think this will also provide you with the port 25 open. By the way, let me tell you one thing. Those who has like local providers, they don't have necessary softwares to block traffic on certain ports. Okay, so that's why there will be always port 25 connection open on local providers. Okay, so yes, you can use those. Okay, this is the one. Linode is not local. Hosting home is also not local. Namecheap not at all. Yes, this one, WebEx India, this is also local. Okay, so you can give a try for this one also. There is a one more called Utho, Utho Cloud, I think. UTHO Cloud. Yes. Utho Cloud. Mm, Utho.com or something is there. Yeah, this one. Yeah. So this is also there. You can use any of these cloud provider. Okay, great. Let me take next question. Kev is saying, I want to ask about Evilginx Office Fishlet and why it shows the red line against the new Office security. Red lines against new Office security. Red lines, red lines. What do you mean by red line? Are you saying that page is getting red, or are you saying that you are not able to you're not able to get that working? What you are saying, if you're saying like you are not able to get office working, then yes, it's possible, because I think it's been 5 or 6 days since office has updated their website, and old fishlets doesn't work anymore. I think in my last live also I mentioned that old fishlet doesn't work anymore. What is happening is, from the landing page to the login page, one referrer header is needed and another token is needed. Okay, so basically user is forced to go to the landing page first, and then he has to go back to the login page, or he can do some modification in the Evilginx to capture that token and land on the login page directly. Okay, that's a solution. But if you are asking about the red page, then I already told a lot of people, those who have got my course, those who has like following me on the Telegram and all, that there is a simple solution for the red. Obviously it is covered in the detail in the course also, but if I want to put into the one line, then use turnstile, use redirector, use proxy, and use the bot protection. Okay, if you do these 4 protections, you will be the red issue will be minimized. At least you will not get red for 1 month. If you want to further improvise, then what you can do is, there is a URL modifier. That is one solution I have posted in the source code modified group. So that URL modifier you can use to basically represent the URL in some mesh format or something, or any different format, and that will basically help to bypass the antivirus software whatever is on the Windows. Okay, so yeah, this way also you will be able to get the rid of the red pages. Okay, one more question is there. I have, okay. Ali is saying how to host Evilginx for free. Okay. See, Ali, Evilginx for free. I don't think so. You can host Evilginx for free, because no one is going to give you free server. But there is one trick way to host the Evilginx. It's not the easiest way, it's a quite complex way, but yes, without server also you can host the Evilginx. What you can do is, you can host the Evilginx on your local computer, then use the VPN called Proton VPN, and in the Proton VPN you get option to port forward. Okay, so you can forward that port and take out the link and send that link. Okay, so this way also it will work. It is like a complex solution, but it will work. And there will be one problem with that solution, that you won't be able to get the valid SSL certificate, the green lock icon. Okay, otherwise I think it will work perfectly fine. Okay, by the way, you can use ngrok also, but ngrok does a lot of scanning. So if you try to do Evilginx with the ngrok, definitely you are getting banned. Okay, one more question. I have finished setting up the Gofish pointing to my domain name. Okay, and SSL certificates, but after launching a campaign, I click on the email, it redirects me to the Gofish login page instead of the phishing site. What is happening is, your Gofish is overriding the port 80. That is what happening. So what you need to do is, you need to change the Gofish configuration to allow SSL port use any different port, like 4444, something like that. And for port 80, change 8080. Okay, basically you don't have to add port 443 and port 80 into the Gofish configuration, because if you do so, then it will create the issue. Another thing might be that your Evilginx is not properly configured, so that might be the one issue. What you can do is in the channel, there is a one playlist called Gofish. In that Gofish playlist, you will find one video about the configuration. In that configuration, I have showed that how you can fix that particular issue. Okay, and even I have showed that how you can set up with the SSL also. Great. Okay, next question. Please, I have problem using domain with my Gofish. I have used the method on the site, but it stops after 20 minutes. Uh, Really, like which method you are talking about? Like, are you talking about the method by which you are running the Gofish in the background, or are you talking about something else? If you're talking about the in the background, and if the process is getting stuck in the background, uh, please tell me first of all which method you are talking about. Like if you're talking about the background method, then I'm not sure which thing you are using, but I recommend using screen. Don't use no HUP. Okay. Please tell me what you're talking about. Okay. Ali saying, can I host Evilginx with the with server? Servo EO. What is it like server typo or this is like a new term or something? Because I don't know. Okay, servo. Okay, it looks like it's a typo. Yes, you can host Evilginx with this server, and typically it is getting hosted by server only. I don't recommend setting up in the shared hosting because it will not work because you don't have root access, and port 443 and port 80 are usually masked in the share hosting. So yes, you cannot host. Okay, great. Okay, next question. I use it with Zfisher. Zfisher. I think it's a open source repository, right? Zfisher. Let me check it. Okay, automated fishing tool, Zfisher. To be honest, I haven't used this Zfisher. One guy sent me the link for this one. That time I checked the description and all of this, but I haven't configured it. Okay, let's see what is here. Any actions or any activities related to Z, obviously. The toolkit contains the material that can be potentially okay. The tool is made for okay. It is only okay. Where are the functions? Okay, features. Latest and updated login pages. Okay, beginners friendly, multiple tunneling options, localhost, cloud fair, local expose. Okay, make URL support, Docker support. So basically, I am assuming that it is flexible. It gets the updated login pages automatically. If it is getting automatically, then there is a chance that okay, it will not work as expected. It will not work as flexible as Evilginx. Second thing is it is saying multiple tunneling options in which localhost is mentioned, Cloudflare is also mentioned, and local expose is also mentioned. That means the whole structure is a kind of local setup, and basically it is saying about the piping the connection out of the local host. Okay, so in that case I don't think so it will have trusted source icon or green icon or verified SSL. It will only have the self-signed SSL, and that's a problematic in most of the cases. Email will flag like instantly. Okay, so yeah, I don't think so this is like appropriate tool. The Evilginx is quite advanced than this. Okay, great. Using IP. Okay, Willie is saying using IP to access it works perfectly, but connecting domain is the problem. See, connecting domain is the problem. Connecting domain is the problem. How? Uh, okay, let's do one thing. Let's search for the Gofish configuration. Gofish config. I think Gofish is using Nginx reverse proxy or Apache reverse proxy. I forgot. Okay. It is saying admin listen URL. So make sure that in this place you are adding your first of all, like check the videos on the channel, whatever there are. Okay. If you go to the sorry, this is my new video. YouTube. Fluxet. If you go to the like playlist called Gofish, in that playlist I have already shown you. Okay, I'm not remembering like everything, but I think I have covered pretty much everything. Only few topics were pending that I intend to add in the course, but I didn't get that. Okay, so here is the Gofish. Okay, so if you go here, then somewhere you should find Gofish config. Setup on the Windows, testing lab, Gofish setup on the Ubuntu, Gofish setup on the server, Gofish SSL, SMTP. So I think this Ubuntu version contains the config for the Gofish. Okay, please check this out. I think I will not give you link directly right now because either you will just jump on that video. Check by yourself. Okay, great. Please, will this video be available to watch later because late here, and also can you leave the link about the config.json to set up? Brother, yes, the video will be available. By default, all live streams are getting recorded, and you can find those live stream right here. Let me show you. You can go to my channel right here, and if you click on the live right here, can you see the all live I have done so far? Around 24 videos are there, including today. So all of these are there. Okay, you can watch any time. Okay, great. Yes, this link, I think I will put that link into the chat box also, so that you will be having easier access. But don't just click on that link and go on that video right now. Okay. Okay, Willie is saying I have Evilginx set up on it. Can that be a problem? If you are using Gofish plus Evilginx in the Evilginx software, then yes, no, it is not problem. But if you are doing two different setup like Evilginx and Gofish, then there might be the port collision, and probably the Gofish will override the port of the Evilginx, which is 443 and 80, and it will show the Gofish login page. Okay, so make sure that you are checking that too. Okay, Michael is saying my question is, can you build an AOL script for Evilginx that work for 2FA? The problem is that if I create something, I have to maintain that, and I am lazy. I have too much work, too much other work to do. So that's why I don't take responsibility of creating anything. I avoid. I say people that please take the course and create by yourself. Okay, because I don't want to take responsibility for any actions and any maintenance. Okay, so that's why. Lens, how to make good IP list for scanning? Joomla, Laravel, configs, etc. So, if someone is getting confused here, I let me tell you. The question is from the bug bounty topic. Okay, so basically there are automated scan that needs to be done in order to find pre-existing vulnerabilities. In case let's say there is a one new CEV around Laravel and it is in the configuration, then people do scans for the Laravel website to find that particular vulnerability. And usually if you use E1 IP, then there is a high chance that you will be getting either blocked by rate limiting, either by firewall, or I don't know, any web application firewall, right? So for that, we need multiple IP address, to be specific, multiple residential IP addresses. So for me, Michael, I use the IP Royal service, IP Royal IP addresses, but that doesn't work properly, to be honest, because they will say you can buy, I think, $2 per GB. That's the rate, I guess. But in scanning process, we have to not only curl the website. Sometime if the curl is blocked and the website needs to be rendered, in that case we need to use the Selenium or Puppeteer. So in that case, what happens, it end up using the more data and it becomes really costlier. So what I usually do is I use this server, and I I add the rate limiting. I don't send too much request per second. I say like one request per second or something, and I just keep running for 7 8 days. Okay, so this is how I used to do scanning. I don't do anymore. Okay, Lens is saying. Okay, so sorry, that was the question from the Lens. Willie is saying I use port 333 and 8433 port. Okay. Uh See, really, to be honest, like I am quite blur about the Gofish because I don't use that software on the regular basis. Because to be honest, I personally don't like it. It's quite good software, but I personally don't like it. Why? Because if you take like any campaign managing software, it's better than the Gofish. Gofish is the minimalist uh, any email campaigning software that we can find in the market. Like very minimal functions are there. Okay, so if you take any other softwares, like they are pretty much good. So to be honest, I don't use that much Gofish, and to be honest, I don't do spamming too. So yes, I don't have that much experience with that Gofish. But Willie, I already said that I have already showed all type of setups in my Gofish playlist. You can just go there and check that. And if you still face the issue, please create the question on fluxset.com. I will check again Gofish by doing my own setup, and then I will answer your question. I don't want to misguide you. If I answer right now, there's a chance that some things will go wrong. Okay, so that's why I'm not answering your question right now. Great. Richard is saying, hi, I want to learn how to make use of the Evilginx as a beginner. How can I achieve this? See, there is a very clever way. You go to the fluxset.com. You basically read all of the question. You get the idea what is the Evilginx and what are the common problems with the Evilginx. By answers you learn and you will have almost 20% knowledge from it. Then what you do is you go to the channel. There you will find lot of lives around Evilginx. You watch those lives. There also there are some questions that I have answered separately. But before that, you go to the playlist section and you check Evilginx trending course somewhere here. This is the one. Check all free videos and you will have 40% knowledge. After that, you what you need to do is you need to click right here, go to the shop, buy the course which is $60 course, which is Evilginx training course, which has 20 GB plus data and a lot of videos where I am covering every single thing from basic to advanced, and you will be able to do everything about the Evilginx. Okay, great. Sorry, I added my promotion, but what can I do? Okay, Richard. Great. Guys, if you have any question, please put. Meantime, let me check how much time I have spent. Okay, 20 minutes are gone. Okay. So I can take another 10 minutes, I guess, because today I'm pretty much tired. Great. Bring the questions on. By the way, like best suggestion would be go to the website, my website, which is fluxset.com, and here you will find every possible. Before asking the question, even you can see today what questions we had. We had the Gofish question, right? So if I type the Gofish only, can you see there are questions around the Gofish? There is less data because not all people use the Gofish, but yes, there are questions about the Gofish. There was a question about the TLS also. So if you do TLS, you will find there are a lot of questions around the TLS, okay, and the answers around the TLS. So you can just go through them and you will get better idea. Because whatever answer I am giving, it is a singular answer. It is kind of a concluded version of the answer, okay. But if you go to the these particular sessions, you will find it like pretty much discussion between me and other guys about that particular question, which will open lot of doors, okay, and which will be basically helping which will helping a lot. Okay, the simple sage is saying I use Arch, by the way. Okay, what distro you use? I use Ubuntu. My favorite is Ubuntu. Ubuntu plain. Previously I started with the Ubuntu like Mint version, but later I shifted to the basic Ubuntu version because that's what I like. In my lab I use Parrot OS. In another lab I use Debian. In case I want to do something from ground zero, I use Debian. Apart from that, I don't think so use anything. I use multiple version of the Ubuntu. So current version is 24.0.4, which is installed on my system. In my virtual box, it is installed 22.04 is also there, 21.04 is also there, and 24.0 also is there. Debian 9 is also there, and Parrot OS latest version is also there. But I'm running the Parrot OS on the live mode. Okay, I'm not running in the persistence mode. Okay, it's a live mode, and all of the other systems are in the persistence mode. Okay. If you are asking the question about the Kali Linux, I don't use the Kali Linux, and there is a reason. Over the period of the time, Kali Linux has been overrated, and they have added a lot of softwares, and now the Kali Linux is too much heavy to run on the virtual OS or natively also. So that's why I prefer Parrot OS. It's quite lightweight and I like it. Okay, Richard is again saying thank you. There are some playlists that say it's for members alone. How do I subscribe to the playlist? Uh, See, you need to buy the membership for my channel. So a lot of people has been buying recently. Around 50 plus people, I think, active members are there on my channel. Okay. So basically what you do is you click on the members only video, you purchase the elite group membership. So initially why I created the membership is because these are the premium videos and these are from the course. Not all course videos are posted here. Some of them are posted. Some of them, very little. 3-4 videos are only posted. And those were important videos. So that's why I thought if someone don't have that much budget to buy complete course, so for that person it will be unfair. So that's why I created a members model so that you can just pay for membership and watch those 4 videos. But I'll suggest take the course if you have the budget because there is a way much more in the course. Okay, great. Yo, hope you doing well. Yes, Morningstar, I am doing well. I think I remember your username on the personal chat also. So yes, do you have any questions? Please put in the chat box. Anyway, let's continue on the website. So this is the website. By the way, please try to ask as much as question you can. The more content you create on this particular website, the better it will be, because I'm going to train AI model on this particular website content, so that so basically I'm planning to create the AI agent. I will train AI model on this particular website data, and that what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the AI agent and I'm going to expose that on the Telegram, so that you once you put the message into the Telegram group that I have this question, then it will answer automatically. Okay, that's the my plan for next 1 month about the website. So that's why I'm saying please ask more and more questions on the website so that it will create more and more content and the AI model will be more fine tuned. Okay, great. Okay, apart from this, is there anything else that I should be saying about? I think in the last video also I told about the update around the extensions in the VS Code. But in this video also I am saying there are some VS Code extensions, the pretty much popular extensions, which are recently caught doing some malicious activity. They were installing the rootkit and they were installing, some of them were installing the mining codes also. So that if your computer is idle in the situation, then it will use your computing power to mine, and you will be surprised to know that the names are pretty much big. So there is a one plugin called Prettyfire or Prettyfy. You must have heard. If you just hit Control Shift I, it will automatically format the code. Okay, quite popular. Okay, So yeah, this was also using the mining code in their plugin. Okay, Richard is saying, okay, I will purchase that today. After learning this course, I will be able to use the Evilginx successfully. Yes, definitely you will be able to use Evilginx successfully. And to be honest, let me tell you something. If you go to the website right here and click on the About, you will find 414 members. 300 of them have already purchased the course. 300 of them, okay? And these questions, most of these questions are belong to them, okay? These guys, okay? So from that question you can just conclude that how much satisfied people are there from my course, okay? So they're not complaining. Yes, there is one idiot in the last week, he was complaining too much. In 300 sales, I think I only got 10 people complaining about. Around half of them complained or about the language and the sequence I use, and rest the complaint were like the crazy people. Like they purchase the course, they use the content, they understand everything, and after 1 month they are saying, "Okay, give me refund now." How is possible? Just because the PayPal has the refund policy doesn't mean I will give the refund, because you have used my material for 1 month, right? So yeah, I hate those guys. Five guys to be specific. Five, four guys, I don't remember. But yes, 300 sales, and it's quite good success rate. Okay, Willie is also saying, one last question: should I on proxy and full strict on SSL mode? See, I want to create one more video, Willie, actually, on how you can use the Cloudflare's end-to-end encryption SSLs in the Evilginx. So right now, what happens if you enable the proxy on the Cloudflare, the Evilginx will not work. Okay, but if you want to enable the proxy on the Cloudflare, what you need to do is you need to enable the communication on port 80 also, and you need to enable the you need to use the certificates from Cloudflare to add into the your Evilginx setup, okay, so that it will be fully strict mode, okay. So yes, that video is pending. That video I want to record and I have noted into my notepad also, but let's see when I am getting time. Once I get the time, definitely I will record that particular video, okay. Great. And I think about the SSL, there is one more thing: how to use wildcard. So in order to use wildcard, you should have the Evilginx Pro, or otherwise you need to do the some modification into the Evilginx. The modifications are quite simple. You just open the VS Code, add the Copilot, and open the http proxy.go file into the Evilginx software or source code. And in that particular file, just tell the Copilot locate write the code for using the uh, wildcard SSL certificate, okay. So if you do that, it will give you code. Insert that code, test it if it is working fine, okay. If it is not, refine that code and you'll be ready to go. My eyes are hurting because of light. Okay, anyway, let's do one thing. Let's end this discussion right here. I hope you got a lot of important knowledge from me. And I usually say that ask as many questions as you want. As many. There are live stream that are running like 1.5 hours. If you check my past live stream, there are 1.5 hour live stream. People ask really good questions. Okay. So yeah, please don't hesitate to ask any question. Even if you are beginner, you don't know shit, then also ask the question. I'm here to guide you from the beginning to the advanced level. Okay. Okay, thanks for watching, and see you in the next. Let me end this live stream.